I'm sorry that the other Dragon Ball games are not like the others, but this is what I call Dragon Ball Fighter Z. What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Supreme B-Man, and I am here once again to have a little discussion, or better yet, a nice little top 10 list with you guys about Dragon Ball Fighter Z, one of the most anticipated 3v3 fighting games I've ever seen. There's obvious nods to other fighting games that this game has taken from, such as a certain game that's currently coming out in the next couple of months or so that I already had a discussion about, that's obviously having a little bit of trouble right now with some of the fans, and a lot of people are turning their eyeballs to this game, and I'm not surprised, and I'm not like disappointed at all, because I am turning my eyeballs to this game too. I'm excited. I love the art style, I love the fighting system, I love everything about this game. It reminds me on how you truly do a fighting game, son. And arc systems, arc systems, I thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. As a Dragon Ball fan, as a Dragon Ball Z, GT, and Super fan, I am a guy who loves this kind of stuff, and I enjoy it. And seeing finally a 2D fighting game, it's about time. Not since Budokai, not since then have I seen a true Dragon Ball Z fighting game. Of course, there's Tenkaichi, there's Xenoverse. I'm not a huge fan of Xenoverse. I'm sorry, I'm not. I mean, it's more fan servicey type of game than anything else. A lot of people regard it as one of the best Dragon Ball Z games of all time. I tend to beg to differ on that. That's just me. I like this kind of style of Dragon Ball Z fighting, and if any Dragon Ball Z fighting game right now that I can go back on, that I can say is probably the best, is Tenkaichi 2. It's literally Tenkaichi 2. Let's not like play around. The amount of characters, the story arcs that you can play, the alternate story arcs that you can play, and all the little modes and different stuff that you get out of it, it's just way better than any other Dragon Ball Z game to date. And you can debate on me on that in the comments below. I don't care, bring it. But we're not here to debate about which Dragon Ball Z game is the best. We're here to talk about a top 10 list of characters that I want to see in Dragon Ball Fighter Z. And I listed these characters just out of, pure, love, because I enjoy these characters. I enjoy seeing them. I like them. And I don't know if they're going to be in the game. I heard there was leaks and stuff like that and people speculating, and I kind of want to throw my hand into the gauntlet and see if, maybe some of these characters might show up or not. I don't know. So let's get this started. Now, as a disclaimer, there might be spoilers. So if you're not prepared for spoilers from certain Dragon Ball franchises, or if you haven't really gotten caught up with a lot of the stuff, then I advise you to maybe turn away from this video. But other than that, you better be prepared for spoilers. If not, continue watching and just enjoy and like it. Also, I'm not going to name off any characters that are already obviously going to be in this game, like the ones that are already announced and you've already seen in the trailers. Obviously, there's Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, and Golden Frieza, Perfect Cell, Teen Gohan, Majin Buu, and there's already hints of future Trunks being in the game. And I'm not going to name off characters like Krillin, Tien, or Piccolo, because those are fan favorites, and obviously they're going to be in the game no matter what. These are characters that I'm not sure that are going to be in the game, but I would like to see get put in. So here we go. Here's my top 10 list of Dragon Ball characters that I want to see in Fighters Z. So at number 10, Goku Black. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Goku Black. I'm really not, because I'm kind of tired of these copycat Goku lookalikes that obviously always test Goku. Goku will never be the villain. So the only way that I feel that Toriyama can actually make Goku a villain is by making a copycat clone of Goku and turning him bad. And literally I thought, oh really, this is like the fourth evil Goku incarnation, you know what I mean, like the fourth one. You can say Raditz, you can say Bardock, and also you can say Tuffles. You can say those three, and they're actually related to Goku in some way. But this one, I don't know. I didn't like the story arc too much with Goku Black and Zamasu, but the more I started looking at him, I started thinking maybe he could fit here. He has that cool, long, corrupted scythe attack. He has a similar Kamehameha wave that's more pinkish, and obviously with that, the Super Saiyan Rose form that he has, which is also pretty freaking cool, and I would like to see that. And what would be cool is if they show off Goku Black as another transformation, to see if they'll do Goku Black and Zamasu fusion and see if that'll be a thing. Do Super Zamasu or Super Goku Black, or however you want to pronounce it. So I think Goku Black would be a kind of a twist, at the same time kind of a thing, and plus, you know, it'll get people kind of drawn towards Super, like, where did this character come from? It was like, well, you have to watch Dragon Ball Super to find out. Next is not necessarily a character, but this is more of a transformation, and I know it's kind of a cop-out in some way, but throughout the trailers in Dragon Ball FighterZ, I did not see anything of Super Saiyan God. We saw Golden Frieza, and Golden Frieza showed up at, you know, the Return of F movie. So I don't know if Super Saiyan Blue is going to be part of that or not, but I hope it should be, because that's a thing. I mean, I'm fine with Goku going Super Saiyan 3, and I'm okay with Vegeta going Super Saiyan 2 and everything, but Super Saiyan God is where it's at, you know what I mean? It's like the best thing coming out of Dragon Ball Super, and I think it's the one unique thing that both Goku and Vegeta have that differs from all the other Saiyans that is throughout all of Dragon Ball right now. So I think Super Saiyan Blue should be a thing. It may not be a character, it can be a transformation / power-up, however you want to, you know, judge Super Saiyan or whatever, but I think Super Saiyan Blue should be part of the game no matter what, and hopefully they'll show that off towards the end or as we get closer to the game. At number 8 is Gotenks. I noticed that Future Trunks has obviously been announced and been hinted at or leaked or however, so I would like to see the Gotenks, the fusion of Goten and Trunks, implemented into the game. Obviously, I don't know if there's going to be any other fusions like Vegito or Gogeta or anything like that, so why not do it with the kids and have kids in the game? I mean, they have their own unique type of fighting styles, they have unique attacks like the Ghost Kamikaze attack, the Galactic Donuts, and all that other stuff, and I would like to see that implemented into this game. So having Gotenks is something different, something unique, and it kind of plays off from the Dragon Ball Z franchise, especially in the Majin Buu series, because Majin Buu's in the game, so why not put in characters from that particular saga, you know? Next up is Captain Ginyu. Now, out of all of the Ginyu Force the Ginyu Force members, if I can say it right, out of all of the members, I think Captain Ginyu was probably the best. How unique would it be to have the ability to swap bodies with somebody, like literally steal somebody's character right towards the end, right in the middle of it, like you completely swap sides, like, oh my god, I'm him and he's me. And, you know, I literally beat down somebody else's Ginyu, and his Ginyu is almost about to die. He only needs like maybe 2-3 hits or one good Kamehameha wave. And then this guy pulls in the body swap technique, and now their character is your character, and your character is their character. How of a big game changer would that be? I would love to see that. Plus, Captain Ginyu is no pushover. You know what I mean? He's, in my opinion, he's one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters, and I think he needs to be a mainstay in there. Next up is, at number 6, is Android 13. My name is Android 13. Look at my trucker hat. I think that needs to be in the game. I think Android 13 is a unique android. Plus, it's coming from the movies, and that he won't be the only movie character that I put on this list. But I think Android 13 is a must to me. I think not only the original Android 13 movie was real good, but I think Team 4-Star made that movie even 20 times even better. I love Android 13. I love his costume. I like his look. And plus his transformation when he goes big and blue and stuff like that. I think that would be a unique take on the whole thing. And plus, I think this game is going to need androids in it, because obviously they were a mainstay in the Android saga for sure. And Android 13 was one of the very first original androids. Even though he wasn't featured in the main series, he was a movie character, and obviously movie characters are not necessarily canon, but a lot of people try to piece the movies together to make that, to make them part of the series anyway. At number 5, if this character does not get in here, then it pretty much confirms about the Super Saiyan Blue part, but this character needs to be in there, and it's Beerus. Why not have a God of Destruction in this game? I don't see why they can't put Beerus in here, and then if not, put an alternate costume to play his brother Champa. It would be great. It would be the best thing coming straight out of this game, to be able to play Beerus and Champa together, and to have them like start off the round with Whis and stuff like that right behind them, or Vados. I think that would be a unique take on it. And plus, you could play around with that. I mean, once again, the Golden Frieza thing is pretty much telling you that there's going to be Dragon Ball Super stuff in this game. It's not going to completely focus on Dragon Ball Z aspects. You know what I mean? I think there's going to be Dragon Ball Super characters in this game. So I think having Beerus in here will only solidify that. And I think Beerus is probably one of those characters that I think that should be in here. He's not necessarily my top favorite Dragon Ball Super character, but he's up there somewhere. You know what I mean? I haven't made a concrete list of that, but he's one of those characters that I do want to see in this game. And number 4 is it's a dynamic duo, so be prepared. It's either Broly or Kale from Dragon Ball Super. Broly would make a lot of sense because a lot of people are huge Broly fans, and Broly is canon now. Broly is canon, and the only reason why I say that is because of Kale. Kale from Dragon Ball Super is now probably one of those characters that, if not right now, is probably way better than Broly any point in time. She doesn't go around screaming Kakarot and doesn't have this stupid backstory about why she doesn't like a certain character or whatever. I mean, even right now, at the moment in time, she just now kind of saw Goku. She doesn't really know who he is or nothing like that. So it's just it's a thing. So having Broly implemented into this game would only make things a little, like, shake things up. It's not like we need more Super Saiyans, but I think a legendary Super Saiyan would kind of change things up. You can have the gigantic hammer, the planet destroyer. You can have all those crazy types of moves, and plus he would be this heavy set character that you can just throw in, kind of like the Juggernaut or something like that, or the Sentinel from Marvel 3 or Marvel 2, whichever one you want to pick. But I think those characters, Kale and Broly would change things up for sure, change your gameplay style completely. They would be heavy set, do more damage, but obviously they would have super armor, but they would, be always open. They would be a bigger target to hit. But we'll see what will happen and if Broly's going to become a thing. If not, I think if you want to put more females in this game, come on, Arc Systems. You know you want to put more females, because I've seen your female list from your Guilty Gear franchise, and those look very, very nice. So why not have a female character in Kale, aka / female Broly or Brolita, however they pronounce her Broly name nowadays? I would not know, but why not have that? Next up at number 3, we're getting down to it, another dynamic duo, 17 and 18. These two androids are fan favorites, And considering that they stem from the Cell saga, and Perfect Cell is in this game, Future Trunks is going to be in this game, so why not have the androids part of that? Team Gohan is in this game. The Gohan that fought Cell is in this game. So it's pretty much right there. It's like laying down the law that Android 17 and 18 are going to be part of it. Now, I don't know if the 18 and 17 of Super is going to be part of it, but I think the ones that were from the Cell saga should be in it, and maybe there should be alternate costumes of the Super, characters and stuff like that. I think that should be a thing some point down the road. So I love 17 and 18. I like 17. I love his attitude. I like his look. The character has always been my thing. I have a buddy of mine who is a huge 17 guy. He has red ribbon. He has a red ribbon shoes and the hat and all this other stuff. And oh God, I can't stand him. But anyways, I hope you're watching this video, you little punk. I'm coming after them shoes. But anyways, I'm a huge 18 fan for obvious reasons, because she's a hottie. She's a hottie. You know what I mean? To me, she comes second to Bulma when it comes to the Dragon Ball series. But then again, she kind of every once in a while she kind of gets up to number one on my list of favorite female anime characters. And I love 18. She's really cool, and plus her hubby Krillin is going to be in it. So why not have that dynamic of 17, 18, and Krillin team up and, see how that works. I'm pretty sure somebody would love to do that. So next up, number 2. Oh my God. This has been hard for me, these last two, going back and forth, but man. Hit has to be in this game. Arc Systems, you better put Hit in this game. You gotta put Hit in this game. He is one of the most cold-blooded, most chill characters of Dragon Ball Super right now. He is like up there. He is like right now my favorite in some ways or another. He is the Piccolo character that I need in my life right now. He is so cool, dude. I love the character itself, the design of the character and everything. He just comes in with his hands in his pockets, walks up to you, you're about to die. He's an assassin too, and he has that one hit punch that'll kill anybody. Ask Goku that, trust me, it's a thing, man. Hit is a beast, and plus that dude can take a Super Saiyan God any day. He can do it. That's just how strong he is, and I hope, especially with this tournament thing that's going on, the tournament, universe tournament right now, I hope he does really, really good. And man, you can feel my excitement when I talk about Hit. But there's another, and before we get to number 1, I'm gonna do the runners up, because I had a hard time on whether these characters were gonna fit or not, or whether they were gonna be a thing. And I just want to, kind of just shoot some shout outs at them. I mean, they tried to get on this list, but I just couldn't put them in there some way. First up is Master Roshi. I'm not for sure if he's going to be part of the game or not. He might. You never know. I hear that Hercule might be part of the game, so I don't see why not have Master Roshi in it. But then again, we'll just have to wait and see. After that is Videl. Videl makes a lot of sense because Videl was part of the Majin Buu series as well as the Super, but she's not as active in Super as she was in the Majin Buu saga. So I would like to see the Videl from the Majin Buu saga show up. Next up is Omega Shenron. He stems from the GT franchise. I know Toriyama does not consider himself in any type of way involved with Dragon Ball GT. Some people don't like GT. There's things about GT that I like, and then there's things about GT I don't like. So I'm kind of in the middle with GT. I don't mind it, and I don't mind watching it. I enjoy it. And, you know, I tend to call it canon in some ways. Maybe it's just an alternate universe or something like that. But I think Omega Shenron was one of those characters that really kind of, you know, was a game changer for sure. And last but not least, Cooler. His design, he looks better than Frieza. He fights better a little bit than Frieza. And let's just admit it, with the pun, he's a lot cooler than Frieza. So anyways, let's move on to number 1. Oh my god. Oh man. Okay, let me just tell you right now. This character has not shown any lick of his strength. Has not been able to even get a legitimate starting point in Super. He has been talked about all throughout Super. And he goes by the name of Jern. One of the characters within Dragon Ball Super right now that is a huge super threat is Jern. Toppo went up against Goku in a preliminary tournament and decided to test his strength and everything. And Toppo was able to hold his own against Goku until Goku pulled his little Kaioken shit and was able to, you know, beat Toppo. But there was another, and Toppo admitted it. Even though Toppo was strong enough to handle Goku at Super Saiyan God level, he is not necessarily strongest out of his crew. And the Pride Troopers are like the best thing coming out of Dragon Ball Super. I don't care who wants to admit it or not, but I'm going to be the first one to admit it. The Pride Troopers are the best thing coming out of Dragon Ball Super. They're a way better Ginyu Force than even the Ginyu Force. They're way better than anybody right now in Super. And I am not going to be surprised if Jern comes down to be the winner of the Universe Tournament. I would not be surprised. This dude, he has a really cool design. He looks mean, he looks fierce, and we have not seen the amount of strength that this guy has. And considering that Dragon Ball FighterZ doesn't come out until early 2018, that means that Arc System has time to do research on this character and has time to see how this character plays. If that character gets in the game or it becomes DLC, that game, I will buy the special edition. Hands down. I will buy the season pass. That will be the character that really legitimately gets me into this game. Like Jern, Hit, and any of the other characters that I named off in this top 10 list, they would get me in there, but the last two, Hit and Jern, will be the ones that really got, oh man, I'm just too excited to even think about what those two could do. And I'm too excited on what this Universe Tournament is going to be like. But anyways, guys, I don't want to keep this video going on long. I've done that before. I've done that in the previous video, talking about Marvel Infinite and stuff like that. And I don't want to drag this out anymore. But, man, Jern and Hit, those will be the ones. Those will be the ones that I will, like, solidify, legitimately buy the special edition or whatever, the biggest, highest priced special edition of Dragon Ball Fighters. If it comes with like a statue and stuff like that, I'll be down. But anyways, guys, I hope Arc Systems, I hope you're looking at this video, because I'm excited for your game, and thank you very much for this game. And anybody else, if you have your own top 10 list, please put them in the comments below. If you have anything to say about the characters that I put on my list, also put that down in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe this video, and I hope that this will become a thing. I hope some of these characters get in, but those last two, that would sell it for me. As always, guys, I am your boy, the Supreme B-Man. Already at, no, let me power up. I am the super God level B-Man, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.